Hello everyone, my name is Happiness King and I'm here to share my SOAAR experience. It has been a great experience for us as a parent whose child is in SOAAR. We know when he started, he was barely 2 or just 2+, and he has grown so much. One thing about SOAAR is that they attend to their student with so much love. They always meet each student at every point where they are. They can easily pick up, oh, this is where this child is and this is how we should, this is what we should teach this child at a particular time. So I noticed it in our son because he went to school one day and came back and brought a lot of 2-letter words, and I was like, oh, what is this? Started saying this is us. We're so impressed and we're so excited, and we're happy that SOAAR could do that. He has grown spiritually. He can quote a lot of verses. He can quote Psalm 4 verse 18. He can also put Isaiah 61 verse 1. He knows about Jesus. He's being taught how to speak in tongues even before he turned age 3. So it's a school that that brings up both education and spirituality at the same time, and they tender with so much love. We're so happy to have our kids in SOAAR. We wouldn't trade that experience for anything. We wouldn't even want to know about any other school because this is the best in town, I can tell you that. And everywhere he goes to, people keep asking, no, what school does your son attend? They're like, he attends SOAAR. So really? So we're so excited.
After summer holiday last year, my husband and I decided to, put our children in the SOAAR Academy, which is an online schooling system put together by COSA. My son was always being mocked that he was the tallest in class, and very unfortunately, they happened to be only 2 Christians in his class, and every other person was from the other religion. So I watched him actually become morose. He began to lose joy. Then he began to be violent, became aggressive, because when he was mocked, he had to look for a way to defend himself. And then he began to fight. From fighting, he began to now fight with the opposite sex. And then I knew I had a problem. And then there was some lying too coming in, because I just knew I had a problem when he began to beat ladies. So he would do that and he'll still cry. So I knew he was probably trapped in an environment he did not like, and I became worried and I began to pray about it. But you see, 2 weeks into SOAAR, I had a meeting with my 2 kids who we enrolled, and I asked my son first for feedback, and he told me that he was so grateful that in the last 2 weeks he could just sit down within the confines of his home and not be bullied and be harassed by anybody. So I have seen him develop more confidence. He's now cool, gentle, he's no more aggressive. He has become the calm child that I used to know, and I'm so grateful for that. What SOAAR has done is that we have been able to control the social exposure and interaction in their lives, which is something we really needed at the time, to enable my son, grow well and be a balanced man in future. SOAAR has what I can call a beyond the classroom instruction method. What do I mean by that? My kids now understand the relevance and applicability of the things they learn in contemporary setting, in 21st century setting. Remember those days, sometimes you practically even have to ask them, so what did you learn in school today? I'm wondering, can we talk? But these days, we're just out and they're like, hey, mommy this, mommy that. They're telling me so many current things, and I'm like, where did you hear that? They say, oh, mommy, SOAAR is online school, and I'm so grateful. Because in SOAAR, it's not about teaching to pass exams. Instruction is passed across to the students for them to be able to apply what is being learned, and also understand and appreciate the relevance in the 21st century. That is so key, because it means that these children are being prepared to be relevant and for global platforms.